What do you mean? What do you mean? You're loved by millions, millions.
Yeah, millions,
You're
baby,
a star,
millions.
babe. You're a star.
All right, start the episode. Wow.
Take the difference out on you. Don't you wish you knew? Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever episode of Track by Track. If you couldn't tell by the title already, we're here to listen to good music, react, review, and just have a genuine good time. Today, I am joined by the legendary singer himself, Colors.
Stop it. Stop it. Whatever, dude. You're crazy.
I love you, babe. Mwah.
You're only saying that because I'm your boss. Stop it. Stop, Stop it. My goodness.
All right, before we get to any music, let's hear a little about you. What first got you into music?
Okay, so I guess to start this off, I've been singing since I was a child. Just to start off, I was in a performer family my whole life. My grandfather he's unfortunately passed away. My grandfather was a famous wrestler back in the 80s. He was the original Big Daddy for WWF. And ever since then, my whole family's just been in front of the cameras. So growing up, apparently I just had a knack for music, right? First instrument I ever learned was the piano, then it was the guitar, and any instrument I kind of just picked up I had a knack for. But it wasn't until I was probably, I want to call it probably like 14 years old, I decided like, I think I want to be a singer, right? And it's so funny. My cousins dragged me to a Justin Bieber concert back in 2012. It was January 28th. That was the exact concert. It was the last concert of his Believe tour. And I walk in, we're in the nosebleeds, and he comes out. And when I tell you, I see this Canadian kid. I'm like 14 at the time. I think Justin Bieber's only like 4 or 5 years. He was like 18, 19 years old at the time. This kid comes out attached. He's like 65 feet in the air. We're in the Miami Stadium. He's like 65 fucking feet in the air, strapped to a bunch of metal wings. They're like 100 feet fucking long. These giant, like 50-foot, like metal white wings. And he just comes out singing the first track of his concert. And I was blown away. I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to put on shows like this. Is the coolest shit I've ever seen. Right, and the concert was great. It's also the
You
only
want to hang 65 feet of air.
Maybe
and
not that
singing your
part,
music.
but like it was insane, right? Like there's got to be at least like 100,000 fucking people in the stadium. You know what I mean? And he's just singing his fucking little white heart out, and I'm like, wow, that's incredible, man. Like I was like, this is really cool to be able to like control a crowd like that was insane to me. So that's where it started. That's where it came from, was just like, I was like, I really want to do that. So ever since 14 years old, I've essentially just been practicing my singing and singing. Obviously, I've been in choir class before that. I was in choir class in middle school, but I don't really count. Choir's not. I'm sorry for those of you who are in choir. It's not solo music. It's different. In choir, you get your bad singing gets drowned out by everybody else. It really does.
Everybody else, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really does, which is why I stopped doing choir, because it wasn't going to get me anywhere. So, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, do you feel like you've gotten closer to this goal of yours of being a big time singer?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think so. Get In's got like what 30. I think it's close to 30K on Spotify, and obviously, back when it came out in 2022, my first debut single, As Colors, it like. I mean, dude, it was everywhere. It was a background track in FBT. We had posters of the album cover like everywhere. We're talking FBTs, Midnights, Black Cats. Like, I mean, it was everywhere. In 2022, it was a really big track, and I that's kind of what like shot me from like my little 1K account, and it shot me into like the 12K like era, like literally almost overnight. I hit like those numbers. Yeah,
big jump. Yeah,
it was a huge jump. So, and then obviously the track was everywhere. I even it was even on the radio in the West Coast area. It was on the radio in 2022.
Really?
Yeah, from Vegas to California, it was on the radio. It was really sick. So,
wow,
yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, no, and so was Legend. Legend released a song shortly before Get In, and that one was actually from coast to coast. That one was in Tampa as well, like in the southern Florida region. His song "Rotten Flowers" was actually on the radio as well. So it was a pretty big year for us. Yeah.
Very nice. Have you guys had another big year like that since, or no?
I mean, kind of, sort of. It's like the first. Okay, so my debut year was honestly up until soon. There will be more projects coming soon, but my debut year was probably the biggest year I've had since. Mainly just because when the song came out, things became really slow for release. Like I focused after my single, instead of jumping into releasing more singles or doing an album, I focused on doing collaboration songs instead. So that's probably what stunted me a little bit. Was I did, like, right after Get In, I did like 2 collab tracks with Legend on his account, and then I did a song with Cold, and then I did a song with this rapper named Marcel B or Block B. I just featured on a lot of tracks outside of my own, like, community, right? And I think that's probably what stunted the growth after 2022, because, we had 2022, Get In, 2023 would feature Malibu, and then 2024 would feature 2023 was Malibu, Life, and then 2024 was Anesthesia, right? And that's just a long time. Like that, like we're in 2025 now, going into 2026. Get In June. Get In is 4 years old. That's 4 songs over the span of just 4 years. That's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And that whole entire 4 years, I only released those 4 songs on me personally, and then I just did songs with everybody else. So my catalog with songs with everybody else is bigger than my catalog of my own tracks, which is the problem.
Yeah, a little hard to grow when you're doing music with everybody else but yourself.
Exactly. So I'm releasing a 12-track album called Oasis, and you can throw the album cover out because it is public, so you can put it up on the screen. But yeah, I'm releasing an album called Oasis, but we could talk about that later.
Perfect. All right, let's not draw out along too much longer, and let's get to the music.
Mm-hmm.
That's your cue.
You'll just cut it.
Don't you wish I known?
Oh, classic.
Okay.
Don't you want to let me take the difference out on you? Don't you wish I known? I'm so lost, the path's right between those ties. It's my map. All the time I'm tripping on the hills that's where I'm at. Yeah. Can't believe my eyes, those hips got me gassed. Yeah. Can't believe my eyes, God just made me blessed. I just really know what you're feeling. Looking at me like, goddamn, that's a villain, yeah. Looking in your eyes, I be winning. Seeing hearts dance, hand tie you with every, yeah. Baby girl, you're not just a hottie. I can really tell that you really just naughty. Making moves in bed, girl, you move like karate. Skin so dark, making you put like Bacardi, yeah. Don't you wish I known? Could've not been for you. Wanna let me got the feeling that is getting from you, girl. Don't you want to let me take the difference out on you? Don't you wish I known? Don't you wish I known? Could've not been for you. Wanna let me got the feeling that is getting from you, girl. Don't you want to let me take the difference out on you? Don't you wish I know?
Never did you let him go. Had him kissing on your finger just to let him know. Used to want love, now you breaking hearts. Did him dirty, now you switching up to Tony Stark. Only thing you loving is your mental. Used to want love, now it's simple. Clearly he was ready for the world, he couldn't let it go. Focus on a dream, he was living out in Tokyo. Said you need a space, so you let him flow. Ready for that love making. Only want the bomb like Jamaican. Said he put it down like Mason. He don't wanna think, getting frustrated. Never did you really need luck by your side though. Always undercover, spitting games, so you fly low. Ready for the world, he was all that. Nowadays change when it happen till we fall back. Sitting on the edge till you call back.
Don't you wish I known? Couldn't have not been for you. Wanna let me get the feeling that is beating from you, girl. Don't you want to let me take the difference out on you? Don't you wish I known?
Wow.
Thank you. Wow. I appreciate the wow. Have you ever like,
That
I know
was
you've
wow.
probably heard us sing it like as a joke before, but have you ever sat down and listened
I
to
don't
the
know
song
if
before?
I don't know if I've ever actually heard it at all. Maybe
really?
like little bits of you guys like maybe.
Yeah, because we make the
actually
meme
sat
like we're
down
like
and
get
listened to
into don't you like we do that all the fucking time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really really good. Like I know we joked before sitting down like I was gonna be hypercritical.
I hope
but
so.
I don't have anything bad to say about that. That was really good. I love the beat of that. The lyrics are really good. The whole rhythm of the song's really good. I can see why that blew up quick. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was good.
It was a team effort. It was a big team effort. So the story behind the song, right, is essentially I want to
Yes.
let you know it's not about anybody. So basically before Legendary, I was signed to this other record label that some people might know called KDS Platinum. KDS Platinum is a record label that brought people like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Pink. They've produced multiple albums. Like they did one with Lil Wayne, Eminem. They're a huge Florida-based company, right? And
That
back
sounds
in
like it.
2021, they were auditioning for boy band stuff. They wanted to make a new boy band because, K-pop is on the rise and they want to bring A-pop back, American pop. So they're like, let's make a boy band, right? So they were auditioning. I got word of it from my friend because he had ran into the director of the event at his vape shop. And he texted me after talking to her, and he sent me her number. So I messaged her, and she was like, here's the date, show up. I did. And I left a really big mark. And I was really happy about it. I left a big mark because they had traveled around the whole country auditioning boys. And, I was like 21 or 22 at the time. And so, a lot of the guys were either slightly younger than me or really younger than me. Like they were like 17, 18 years old. The oldest guy right below me I was 22. They were like 21. 22, and he made it onto the band. Actually, his name was Alex. He was actually my friend throughout training. So we auditioned, everything was great. Unfortunately I didn't make the band, but because I and this goes into it, because I left such a mark, Will Baker, who some people might know as the writer for BTS's Butter, he's actually a Grammy nominated writer. He liked me so much. He saw so much potential in me that he basically sat down with the studio, KDS, and said, guys, if you don't either put this kid on the band or give him a solo contract, I'm out of this program. I'm not going to help you guys. I will not give you my songs. And that was crazy to hear, that somebody who I indirectly was a huge fan of. Of course, I didn't really personally know who he was before, but when I found out that he wrote some of my favorite songs, to find out that the guy who wrote some of your favorite songs threw down his whole entire, essentially position in this giant multi-million-dollar project because he liked you that much, that it leaves...
It's huge. It says
it's huge. It says a lot. And so, I really appreciated it because it opened up a lot of doors, and then for about a year, I didn't actually do anything. I trained with the boys. I trained hand in hand with them. The band's name was called No Lonely Hearts. Unfortunately, that version of the band is no longer active. They actually axed all of the original members and got a bunch of new guys for the 2.0 version. Okay. So none of the original guys are there that I knew. But I wrote songs for them. So I actually helped write their first single, the first KDS, or the first No Lonely Hearts track. I actually wrote it, part of it, at least the chorus. And then, you know, I wrote a bunch of songs for them that they never used. A lot of the songs that we're going to be listening to today were those songs, funny enough, that they didn't want, right? And our manager, Jim, at the time, he did not, it's not that he didn't like my songs, but he just didn't want to use them for the band because he was looking for that. He's kind of stuck in his ways, you know, love you to pieces, Jim, but he's very stuck in his ways. He wanted the band to almost replicate that original NSYNC 90s sound, and that's just not
which was just hard.
We kept sitting here telling him, dude, that's not what's it. No one's going to listen to us if you have us sing 90s music. Like, we need to sound like BTS. Nope. I'm sorry, BTS is paving the way. We need to sound like BTS, and he just wouldn't listen. So anyway, Get In is the byproduct of that, actually. So Get In was a song that I wrote after our dance coach. He took me out clubbing for the first time. It was just a spark of the moment thing. I was doing dance practice with him, and then when we were done, he was like, "Hey man, you know, my car's in the shop. Do you mind dropping me off?" So I said, "Sure." So I dropped him off at his dance studio, and his dance studio actually happens to be owned, or at least the building is owned by our very lovely Ski Mask the Slump God. You know, the big fucking rapper. And all of his friends were there. And, you know, and so that night I got to go hang out with the Slump God crew. And I'd never been to a club. So they asked me, like, yo, you want to go? And I was like, I've never been to, like, nightclubs before. Like, I just turned 22. Like, I have no idea. And they're like, well, you're dressed for it. You're good. Let's go. So that whole night I went out with them to different, like, spots around downtown Orlando. And that's when I was in the club, I realized, wow, I don't have any music that can be played in an event like this. Like, I just don't. Up until that point, I wrote relatively Ed Sheeran-y type music. So, because he was my favorite artist at the time. So I just didn't, I was sitting there and going, this is what's popular. I need a song like this. And so that night I went home, and literally within an hour, I wrote the chorus for this song.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it came out. And then I showed it to Jim, and he was like, I don't want it. And I was like, okay. And then, like, I think like 2 weeks later, I just happened to message Legend on Instagram. And because I just found out about him, and I messaged him and said, hey, man, it'd be really cool if we could make music together. And I sent him that song, at least the early version of it. You know, it was just the beginning. It was just the chorus. Like that intro bit, like the get into that part. And I sent it to him as a clip, and he was like, dude, we have to work together. And then we produced the song, and he loved it. The peer review on the song was so good that he signed me after we released the track. He paid for the whole thing. He paid for all the production. He paid for the lease. He paid for everything. The music video, all the people that, some people we even know today that are now my friends, like Eddie Bear VR and like all these big, like TFM Johnny, right? Like all these big creators who Legend managed to pull for the video. They're now my friends and have been for the past 4 years because of Legend. Yeah. That's how it all happened. Yeah. For that song. That's how I wrote it. It was just a club song. I literally was like, I just need to write a song like that. You know, I heard Drake and I was like,
fucking, this man wants to be the next Drake. Here.
Yeah, right.
So you missed out, because honestly, this song was great, and it, like I said, man, it blew up quick. So
it did.
I mean, you look like what you were doing. So well, you know,
yeah,
all the pieces in just the right place, you know, to get you where you were. So you know, it's good.
Yeah, and now we're back in the studio.
All right,
next one.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in the studio, which is beautiful. You created the studio yourself. It's absolutely fucking great. Thank you.
Lady.
All right. So the next one we're listening to is Malibu.
Yes,
is that correct?
Malibu. Yeah.
Okay.
My. Oh God. Go and play it, Taser. Jesus fucking Christ! I fucking hate this song. Play it. Just play it. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Caribbean type. You a 21 fine girl, you a body for life. Malibu, yeah, Malibu,
Legend. Said you wanna party till the lights go low now. Hit my phone when I'm on high. Switch up knowing that I'm dope now. Hate to feel it when you change, I don't know how. Bust down, you was all the way living. Instead of giving, ain't no touching when I'm fighting the feeling. Cause I was long nights, couldn't make a decision. Cause I was born with a vision. Ain't no telling when I'm winning, yeah. How you drop down. Getting money like a boss now. Spending money, you don't care what the cost be. Shoot shots like you chilling on court seats. You wanted to lay low with pesos. Chain smoke the vape pits and let go. Ain't no telling when I'm giving the trust. Instead of kissing on your body while I'm searching for lust. So Malibu.
pretty coconut eyes, perfect with a spice to life. About 5'5", skin my Caribbean type.
This is good.
You a 21 fine girl, you a body for life.
Yeah.
You a baddie, no petty, and that's facts for sure. I've been waiting on the belly like a package, yo. When I seen it, it was candy, had a jack the stove. I say that Addy to my Navi, now I'm back for more. Got your girls always tripping, always see you grinning. Forehead, your girl shit, I was never winning. No, I'm never quitting, love it when I'm in it. Heart of an angel, but that body made for sinning. 10 toes down, and I love you for that. Used to sleep up on your floor, now we sharing a pad. You don't wanna show me love when I showed you the brand. Now the only thing we doing is we popping the tags. Combo to the safe shit, you ain't never told. You deserve the rock, cause you keep it ice cold. Acting like a novice, but you love me like a pro. Now tell me how you love me, I can feel it in your throat.
Pretty coconut eyes, perfect with a spice to life. About 5'5", skin my Caribbean type. You a 21 fine girl, you a body for life. Malibu, yeah, Malibu, yeah. Pretty coconut eyes, perfect with a spice to life. About 5'5", skin my Caribbean type. You a 21 fine girl, you a body for life. Malibu, yeah, Malibu, yeah.
Oh my god, this fucking song. This song is the most overplayed track that I have. it's the
Is
most
it really?
overplayed track that I have, and I fucking regret ever writing it, I'm not gonna lie. What do you think about it? What do you think? I'll tell you everything, but what do you think about it?
I think that was all right. Do I think it was as good as Get In? I don't. I think Get In was definitely better.
100%.
But it was all right. A
Yeah.
bop. It's not too bad.
Yeah, so this song I actually wrote after Get In. So this is the song I literally, like, after Get In was produced, I quite literally wrote this one like right after it. So this song was kind of sitting in the tank for like a year and a half before we released it. And I was sitting there, and essentially just it's a simple concept, because I know it like, again, I didn't write the song about anyone else either. This one is just essentially my favorite drink at the time was Malibu. Favorite drink. I didn't know much about alcohol yet, because I was, again, 22 fucking years old, and I'd only been drinking for 1 year, so I didn't know anything about it. So Malibu was great. I was like, I fuck with Malibu. So I was in the studio with Marcel, Block B, one of the guys I featured with. And, I was sitting there with him, and I was like, dude, I really want to write a song. I found that instrumental, the da-dum, 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 right? I found that instrumental, and I'm like, I really want to write a song to this, but I just don't know what to write. And he's sitting there next to me, and he's like, yo, man, what if you write a song, like, and then, like, he just suddenly was like, what's your favorite alcoholic drink? And I go, Malibu. And he goes, what if you wrote a song about Malibu, but related all of the characteristics to, like, stuff that, like, you like about a girl? Right? And I was like, so, like, basically turn the Malibu bottle into, like, a character. And he's like, yeah.
Sure. Yep.
I'm like, that's really cool. Okay, sure. Let's do it. And so that's what I did. Right? And so, like, Malibu, pretty coconut eyes, because it's coconut, like, it's coconut liquor.
Yep.
Like, that's what it is. It's like coconut rum, right? Malibu, pretty coconut eyes, pretty with a slice of lime, tastes good with lime. Malibu, about 5'5". I think 5'5" is like the average girl height. So I was like 5'5", skin my Caribbean tie. It's a Caribbean drink, so it's just Caribbean. I don't know what color Caribbean people are. So it's just, tan. I don't know. Right? Like it's a really like when I'm sitting here explaining to you. It's such a simple it's a simple concept. It's really not complicated. I literally just took all the attributes I took all the attributes of like just the Caribbean and like Malibu and just turned it into like a fictional person, I guess. And that's it. And then obviously the reason why I sat on the song for so long was because I had no idea what to do outside of the chorus. So that's why after a while of sitting there, I got Legend and we got Dynamic. Dynamic is a really popular he's a West Coast rapper, really popular West Coast rapper in like the LA area. So we got him to hop on with us. And yeah, that's essentially the song. That's it. It's really basic. And the reason why I hate it so much is just because of how annoying it sounds. I'm not going to lie. I hate the song. I fucking cannot stand it. I used to have, when the song dropped, I used to hang out a lot in public worlds. So, again, VR chat artist. And, again, me and Legend are popular in the game. So, I'd have like random people blasting. I'm not kidding. They'd like hear that I'm in some public world from somebody, and they would literally join blasting Malibu like the second they dropped in the world. Malibu, pretty, and they'd run up to me, and I'm like, oh my god, it was the most annoying shit. I fucking hate that song. I can't stand that song.
Oh, you just gotta love people in VR chat.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. All right. That's the next one, I guess. Next one's my favorite. Next one's my favorite song.
Is next the favorite? All right,
Yeah,
this one's called
Life.
Life. That's right.
Yes. I think you'll like this one the most. I'm gonna be honest. It's my best one so far.
Okay.
Fix my
I got high hopes then. I'm on right now with it. We'll
I've
see.
been walking streets at night 'cause I'm so lonely in my bed. Been asking all these questions to myself, don't have the answers yet. Wonder where you went and how I fell down to this dark abyss. Tragic, but I'll figure it out 'cause I know I got so much life to live. Then I saw her, got to meet her. It's like I heard it all before. It's the first day, then the second. Finally, I'm on the top floor. It's a penthouse view with flowers bloom, floor to ceiling, windows, a door, shades of purple. I'm in love with everything she is and more. Lie, 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 lie. I've been waiting all my life. I've been waiting all my life. Let's waste away our precious time on you, on me,
I've been waiting all my life for this. Used to dream, now I'm making hits. Legendary, steady move, any opposite. When I park his valet on a speaker, 'cause everybody said I wouldn't kick it in these sneakers. Steady living life twice, I could've swore it was a year ago. Splitting verses with my friends to make a videos. Always wanted fame to be the beacon. Used to drive whips, split the shelf and never leaving. So could it be the legion? I've been grinding for the seasons. Breaking out the change just to flex for these reasons. I used to walk lonely, 'cause ain't nobody know me. High school years, never party with the homies. And I used to grind rhymes, I was skating on that tour bus. Bought a couple vapes after girls would ignore us. Always wanted change, had to lose a couple dollars. Holla, getting out of sipping on my pain. I've been waiting on my lie,
lie, lie, lie, lie, lie, lie, lie, lie, lie, lie, lie. I've been waiting all my life. I've been waiting all my life. Let's waste away our precious time on you, on me, on life. I've been waiting all my life. I've been waiting all my life. Let's waste away our precious time on you, on me, on life.
Oh, I love this song. I'm so glad Cloud's not here right now. So, what do you think?
Wow, yeah. I was here with the expectation. I'm now up here with it. That
What were
was
your, what
that
were
was
your favorite
good.
parts? Yeah, tell me. Be critical. Tell me what you think.
That was I don't know. The lyrics are very good. I like the lyrics. I mean, because you, if I remember correctly, you wrote this one after you met Claire, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, songs about her. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you can definitely feel the meanings and emotions behind it, which I really like. You know, when you have a good song that you can really get behind and feel, it's good. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. No, yeah, the song, yeah, no, me and Cloud started dating November 22nd of 2023, right?
Yep.
And when I met her, I never, like, it's so funny because the first night we hung out, I basically told her, like, it was just a joke. I was like, yo, if you make me an avatar, I'll write a song about you, right? And then, jump like a week later, I decided to ask her out, and then she made me an avatar, and so I was like, well, now I got to make a song about you, right? But I didn't really finish up Life until probably the tail end of maybe, I think January is when, because Life came out on Valentine's Day. So I think the song was probably finished being produced by like the middle of January, I think. But anyway, yeah, no, the song, it's about Cloud, 100%. Like when I met her, I was a very broken individual, and I, not to get so real here for the viewers, but like, I never had anyone sit down with me and teach me like what was right or wrong in a relationship, or like, how to listen or how to understand, right? I always thought that I was really good at communicating, and when I met Cloud, I learned that I wasn't. And the song Life is essentially like, again, the beginning of the song is, I've been walking streets at night and I'm so lonely in my bed, right? Like asking all these questions, well, blah, blah. Like the first bit is literally me talking about how I've been walking through life completely confused, and then we get to the part where it's like, then I saw her, got to meet her, right? That whole stanza is how it just felt to meet her and learn from her and grow and like really become, the person that I want to be, right? And then I guess the chorus and the bridge are just, I just took the chance, I guess, to sit here and try something different with the chorus. And
it worked.
Yeah, and it worked. Like the whole like life, like that whole bit, I think is my favorite part of the song. I could have that on repeat for 3 minutes and I would love it. Like I love that whole bridge. It's just so simple, but it sounds so beautiful.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the song, and then obviously the whole chorus is just me basically saying, hey, like, let's just spend the rest of our lives together. Like, I want you, and ever since that song, it's been coming up on 2 years this November, like literally in just like a month and a half will be 2 years for us. And that 2 years has been, I wouldn't change a single thing. Like just that she's, oh my God, the rock to my world. She has given me the space to become the man that I've always wanted to be. So, try not to cry right
Beautiful.
now. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said
That's
I'm
our
glad
men.
she's
We
not
don't
here right
cry
now. Yeah, I'm a
around
man.
here.
I don't cry. I'm a man. I show emotion. But yeah, I'm glad that you like it. I think other than Icarus, I think that's like my best work so far.
I think so. I definitely like that one more than Get In. That's definitely the best one by far.
All right, Taser.
All right.
Last one, brother.
Let's get into the next one. Yep. Okay. All right. I'm liking the guitar entry.
Yep.
These dark times, they make me so crazy. I need you here with me. These vibes make me wanna get in my mind. Ever claustrophobic all the time. I say it all the time. You make me
Joe's fucking it up right now.
Bro, this brings me back to the early like days of music. Oh my god.
I need a little bit of sunshine in my life now. A little bit of sugar mixed up with some spice now. Tales of lovers who just can't get it fixed. Fix it, no, can't fix it. She's a cutie with a hoodie and a wristwatch. Be careful, daddy might see and you'll get caught. Then it's over just before it is. You make me feel like I'm 16, running from this horrible dream. I need some anesthesia. Why do you make me feel like a waste of space? I need empathy. I need ecstasy. I need to take control of this endless maze. Let go of me. I wanna escape, yeah. Just reaching out for that sweet escape. Dark days, anesthesia runs my veins. How can the sun shine when you're blocking the way? And I only have you to blame. Can't escape, everything's the same, I'm running in place. This wasn't love, it was dead, now I'm counting the days. You make me feel like I'm 16, running from these horrible dreams. I need some anesthesia. Why do you make me feel like a waste of space? I need empathy. I need ecstasy. I need to take control of this endless maze. Let go of me. I wanna escape, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of that one?
Yo. Alright. That one's the favorite by far. That's good. That brought me back to those early 2000s like music era. Oh my god, that was good. That the whole vibe, absolutely.
And
good.
would you believe
Oh my
if I told you
God.
that that's my lowest rated song? Would you believe?
Which is
Yeah.
that's insane because
Yeah.
that was so good.
Yeah. I think it's because it
I-
never got a music video, but you know, it's fine.
No, maybe that just some fucking respect and some
I
fucking
appreciate it.
views because dear God,
Yeah, I appreciate it. I so that one, you're gonna love the story for this. Okay, so basically, that song I wrote 5 years ago. That's my
Okay,
oldest
okay.
song that I have. And basically, I originally back then I was a voice actor. I used to voice act for a bunch of abridged shows, and I was approached by an
Yep.
anime studio that we all worked with, and they were like, "Hey, we're working on a new anime, and we need a song for the intro for the you know
True.
yeah we need that
Okay.
shit we need an OST." And I'm like, "Are you asking me if I can make an OST?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm gonna make an OST for a fucking anime? Fuck yeah,
anime? Dude,
yeah,
that's
I was
dope.
like, dude,
That's
yeah, dude. I was
dope.
like, fucking sign me up, dude. And so
Yeah,
I
without
wrote the song.
question.
Yeah. I wrote the song, and I wrote not the full song, just a minute. Literally, that's why the song is honestly it's like picture perfect 16-bar song, because you have the the intro verse. It's a perfect minute long, like the intro, like so the verse and the chorus and the bridge or whatever. Perfect 1 minute length, right? I wrote it like that on purpose because that's all that I wrote originally. It was just that, and I sent it to them. And then a while goes by, and I didn't hear back for a minute. And then after a while, I heard that unfortunately the show got canceled. And then I was like, oh, that really sucks, because I was so excited. So then I'm just sitting here with this fucking punk rock song, and I sat on it for a long time. And then come the boy band, I pitched it to Jim. So I ended up when I pitched it to Jim, that's when I finished it. So in 2022, in the early part of 2022, when I was writing more songs, I was like, well, fuck it. If the anime studio didn't want it, I'll give it to the boys. So I finished the song, wrote it, showed it to Jim, and he was like, this is really dope. It's not NLH though. And I'm like, okay. So, I sat on it for a while, And then I showed it to Legend after, you know, a while went by. I showed it to Legend and he was like, dude, this is really, really good. And I planned on releasing that song as a part 2 to get in because Legend released Not the Same, which he made that song because of that one. You know, he was like, we're not the same. I changed and you're so in my brain. It's literally the same vibe. Same fucking vibe. Punk rock song from the early 2000s. You know, it's with Young Chi, Legend, and it's a fire song. I'm so jealous I wasn't on it. I tell him all the time, like, fuck you for not letting me be on that song. But I wrote that song for, yeah. I wrote that song, you know, a long time ago. And then I guess around, you know, 4 years later, I finally got around to fucking releasing it. And it features this young artist named Nightco. That's who was singing with me. His name is Nightco, and he is so talented. I met him off of TikTok, and no, that's not even, no. Zora Zombie VR introduced me to him back in like the summer of 2023 or something. And I met him, he showed me some of his stuff, and I was really impressed. He's a young kid. He was like 17 at the time. And I was like, dude, you're like so fucking talented, you know. And then I just kind of sat on that for a while, and then I needed a feature because I really wanted this song to come out. And he had turned 18 sometime in, like, I don't know, October or something, maybe September, I think. And I reached out to him and I was like, hey dude, you want to like actually be on a song with me? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I have this song. I need a verse. I just need a verse. 8 bars. 16 bars, something like that. And he was like, okay. So I sent him over that, and then that's what he sent back. Rest is history. He's so talented. He reminds me of Kid Laroi, like a lot. I got my own little Kid Laroi.
I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Kid Laroi is? That's okay. He you know, it's crazy. There's a large part of the pop hip hop. Okay, he wrote that one song with Justin Bieber. You know, the I need a steak. I told you that I never would. You told me okay. Then nobody else. And that's Kid Laroi. That's who Kid Laroi is. Yeah.
Okay.
You know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that.
All of his songs have gone viral on TikTok. You know who he is. You just can't. You can't put the music to the face, the music to the name, but you've heard his stuff before.
But I know the music. Okay.
Yeah. So I got my own little Kid Laroi. Basically, he's fucking sick. Yeah. I fucking love Nightcrawler. We'll get him on the show too.
I can't blame him, man. Who would pass up a chance to sing with Colin?
Bro, stop it. I've had some people actually tell me no. I've had people. I'm not that great. I'm not special. I've had. I remember one time there was a show similar to this. It was. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm letting out some heat. Fuck these guys. I remember, dude. It was on Instagram. There's this other fucking show that does like music reviews with artists, with like VR chat artists. And it's so funny because I'm gonna be honest. Like, don't get me wrong. Have VR chat artists existed far before me and Legend? Yes. But you know what? We showed the fuck up and we paved the fucking way. I'm sorry. I take complete fucking absolute ownership of that shit. Me and Legend showed the fuck up and we put VR chat artists on the fucking map, just like BTS did with K-pop, right? That was us, right? And so I reach out, you know, I see these guys pop up. Yeah, I see these guys pop up on my fucking page on Instagram, you know, and I type in, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. A bunch of VR chat artists, dude. That's so cool. It's crazy. Y'all didn't send me and Legend like an invite, whatever. And then they clap back. They're like, oh, well, we sent both of you invites, or we sent Legend invite, whatever. Y'all didn't fucking respond, blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the third. Fuck you guys, fake ass bitches, whatever. And they were clowning my fucking whole ass in the comments. And you know what's so funny? That same motherfucker who was in the comments clowning on me decided to go and make his own VR chat music group thing where they, like, you know, promote artists and shit. And you know what's so funny? Yep. Literally like 2 weeks ago, his bitch ass fucking reached out to me through his little fucking music account and was like, hey, do you want to come on for like an interview, like maybe collaborate with us, blah, blah, blah. And I literally didn't even respond. Fuck you, bro.
Nope.
That's crazy. Nope. Yeah, no. Airing that shit
I
out.
get
Fuck
exclusive.
that
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you do,
right.
motherfucker. Yeah, you do. No, that shit pissed me off because you know
That's
how I
right.
found out? I went to the page. I was like, oh, who are these guys? And then literally, right in, I'm going to add his ass too. Fuck his bitch ass. CEO, Virtual Beats. Fuck yo bitch ass, bro. He was clowning. He's always talking shit about me and Legend, bro. But he sits here and follows us and like is in our servers and reps us and shit. But then he's over here clowning on me and Legend in a fucking in like, you know, some Instagram comments, bro. Crazy. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. Sounds like jealousy to me, man. Just jealousy,
That's
man.
what it
Freaking talented
is.
you
That's
are.
what it is. I guess, bro. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
God, I love it.
Yeah. All love, though. All love.
Oh.
I wish him the best.
Do you really though?
I do. It's just mindless shit talk. I don't actually hate the guy.
Well, thank you for coming on. This was a fun record. I enjoyed this. The music was great. Thank you for sharing your music with me and for everybody else who's going to listen and watch this.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to be the first artist that you bring on the show.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see who else comes on here. It's going to be really cool.
I'm a little scared for that because I know a few big names. So
and we will get them in here. Don't worry. they'll come for when Colors calls. They answer. That's how this works.
Yeah, that's why that worries me because I know you can happen. You know. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. This is the first episode of Track by Track. Q fucking Colors for being here. Please make sure to watch his fucking show, Deep Dive, coming out.
Comes out in 2 days.
Oh, it's before. That's before mine. That's right. Come 2 days.
No. Mine comes after yours.
Oh no, it's after.
I'm Wednesday. Yeah. I'm Wednesday.
Man, don't remind me that I gotta fucking crank this episode out. Make sure you watch his. He's gonna come out 2 days after mine. Make sure you watch everybody else's show that's on the channel. Make sure you watch the main podcast as well. A lot of funny and chaotic moments there. And yeah, I think that's it. Until next time, adios.
Let's
Yeah.